Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, July 30th, 2017, and this is your fun fact of the day. Between Exodus and Numbers, we come across a fair amount of things that happen, but not a whole lot of story material. A lot of important things happen, like the giving of the law, like the seeing of the Promised Land for the first time, which we will cover today. This is largely after the crossing of the Red Sea. There's travels in the desert, a lot of God talking to Moses, a lot of Moses asking God not to destroy Israel. That actually happens several times. Some idolatry and overall lack of faith. But after some time, the Israelites finally reach Canaan, the Promised Land. They scout out the land and its inhabitants to see what they're up against. Moses actually sends out some people with specific instructions. He says, go up into Negeb, into the hill country, to see what the land is, to see whether the people in this land are large or small, if they are strong, if they are weak, if they are few, or if there are many of them, whether the land they dwell in is good or bad, if the cities they dwell in are lowly or if they're strongholds, and whether the land is rich or poor. All these things are necessary to know as far as people living in the land you intend to take over from a planning perspective. Not altogether wrong to go scout this out. After 40 days, the spies return from the land with their report. They say, we came to the land with which you sent us. It flows with milk and honey. Here is some of its choice fruit. However, the people that dwell in this land are strong. Their cities are fortified and very large. So they brought this unfavorable report to the people of Israel, the congregation as a whole. The land we've gone to spy out and its inhabitants are big and strong and mighty, and we're like grasshoppers. Ah! All of Israel grumbled against Moses and Aaron on this report, and, well, it was not looked highly upon by God either. They say, woe to themselves. Oh, that we had died in the desert. Oh, why didn't we just die in Egypt? Let's appoint a leader and go back to Egypt. Not a smart idea. This gets God in such a mood that he decides no one who is present in Israel at this time is going to see the Promised Land. Y'all get to go wander the desert for 40 years until every one of you are gone. Except for Caleb. Caleb is the name of one of the spies who went into Canaan and came back with a good report. It says, yes, we can go do this. Let's make a plan, arm up, we can do this. Caleb is the only one who brought back a good report and was willing to fight, literally and figuratively, for the Promised Land. So God dealt favorably with him. Caleb is allowed to be brought into the land in which he went. He's allowed to see Canaan. And his descendants, Caleb's descendants, shall possess it. So God told the people of Israel to leave, go away. This land that I was going to bring you to, that I was going to help you conquer, that I was going to give you favor in getting all the inhabitants out of, you don't get it anymore. Your kids will, but you don't. The people of Israel then decide to change their mind. It's like, oh, well, if it takes fighting, well, we can fight. Moses is like, don't do it. It's not going to work. Neither Moses nor the Ark of the Covenant, or even, I don't think, Aaron, the high priest at that time, also did not go into battle with the people. And they were routed pretty heavily. They lost. Numbers chapter 13 and 14 brings us this story of the first viewing of the Promised Land, and then the subsequent rejection from it. In other news, today is National Whistleblower Day. We need to actually celebrate this because not enough people nowadays have the gall, the will, the gumption, the chutzpah to actually just go against the system that's in place and say, actually, the system that's in place isn't fully correct. They're a little misleading, or they're a lot misleading, and here's some actual truths they've been covering up. And of course, some of those whistleblowers just get discredited because the system that's in place decides it's easier just to discredit them and shut them up than change our ways. Because capitalism! It is also National Cheesecake Day. If I'm able to, I will toast the whistleblowers with my cheesecake. And National Father-in-Law Day. Afternoon, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope to see you again soon. Hope you've enjoyed this fun fact of the day. See you tomorrow.